Now, before I start this review, I just want to say that this SH Figure Arts Batman is a very good figure in terms of looks and details. Obviously, there are some things that are bad about it. I covered that in my review. Check it out if you want. But Tamashi Nations. Now, y'all know when it comes to figures, especially live action superhero figures, the number one thing that people buy them for is accuracy. This is accuracy. Congratulations, y'all just played yourselves. Now I finally got this figure in hand after waiting 2 years. I swear it shipped like 10 days ago. I don't know, but it shipped before my Black Goku. And for some reason, I got Black Goku before this figure. And as you guys can see, I already got my review out for that. But anyway, that being said, I am happy to finally have this. I wasn't even hyped for my Black Goku all that much because I wanted this figure so badly. Batman is my most favorite superhero. As I've said, Ben Affleck is my most favorite portrayal of Batman, so I just can't express how happy I am to have this figure. Now with that said, let's take a look at that sexy packaging so we can hurry up and bust this guy out of here. Now for the sexy packaging, it's nothing sexy. It's the same thing that we get with Mafex all the time. We got Justice League up here at the top with all the logos. I dig that. Batfleck right there at the bottom. Batman action figure, Mafex number 56. I almost said that wrong. Medicom toy, of course, at the top. We got another image of the Batfleck, which is awesome. Justice League, Mafex number 56 again. On the side, we got him in a cool pose holding the Batarang. Same thing, Justice League, Batman, blah, blah, blah. Bottom, of course, the stuff that nobody cares about and it doesn't really matter. And then on the side, you got a cool image of him standing straight up with, of course, Justice League and the logos again. And on the back, we get the same thing that we always get, which is a whole bunch of poses you can get him into and more stuff at the bottom that doesn't matter. So with that said, let's go ahead and bust this guy out of here because I'm ready to take a look at this figure. Now, straight out of the package, oh, damn, I love this figure already. I'm going to mess up some timelines with this one. Just be prepared. If you follow me on Instagram, you're going to see this one a lot because, oh, man, this figure is freaking awesome. I don't even know where to start. Like, it looks a million times better than the first one that they released, and I don't have that one anymore because, to me, that figure was trash, so I sold it. But, gosh, this is it. The detail is there. The paint and the sculpt is there. Hopefully there's no articulation or quality control issues. I really am crossing my fingers because, oh man, if this ends up being a solid figure, this could potentially be my most favorite figure. And that is saying a lot. God, this is awesome. All right, let me stop fanboying. All right, I'm going to put him back and we're going to see how tall he stands. Now, height-wise, my boy Batman stands literally right at about 6.5 inches. So he is pretty tall, and I'm cool with that because that is perfect for me. Ben Affleck is a tall person, and Batman is supposed to be as well. And for that one person who hasn't seen it, here he is, of course, standing next to the SH Figure Arts, but the size-wise is a little bit inaccurate simply because I got the extended ball peg to go in the chest of my Batman. So he is a little bit taller than he's supposed to be because this is like a few centimeters bigger than the peg that they gave us. So, yeah, just thought I would throw that in there for you people who think this is the accurate size. He is actually a little bit smaller than this, which is bad. Now, the moment of truth. This could actually make or break this figure for me. Fingers crossed. Of course, as you can see, I haven't watched any reviews on this figure, so I don't know. But let's check out that articulation. He can look up that much, really good, because I think Batman definitely has to be able to look up. He can look down about that much, not very much, but I'm cool with it. It's enough for me. Head goes to the side that much, to that side that much, so that works, of course. Can turn all the way around, and you can move that neck around just a little bit. It seems like it's coming off of the cowl just a little bit, but you can push it back in there, so that's cool. He does have a diaphragm joint, leans back that much, good enough for me. Leans forward that much, still good enough for me. Arms go out about that much, which is 100 times better than the first one we got because we couldn't do anything with that. He doesn't really have a butterfly joint from the looks of it. You can move it back and forth, but not very much, as you guys can see. So no cool like dynamic arm cross poses are gonna happen with this guy, but I mean it's still cool, so I'm not complaining. He does have a swivel right there, dig that. Double jointed elbows, but because of the muscle mass, you already know he can't bring it in that much, but still works well. And of course you can move the hands around however you want to. Seems like Mafex is going to continue to use this joint. I don't know whether I like it more than SH Figure Arts or not, but I usually don't have a problem with it. So yeah, it works. He does have a waist. His waist is on a ball peg. I'll just say that, as usual with Mafex, nothing new. But he can swivel right there at the waist. I dig that, of course. Foot is on the drop down method, as you guys can see, goes forward about that much, not very much, back about that much, so not back really at all. He can do the splits, and as you guys can see, I popped the leg off. But let's see if I can get that back on there. There we go. He can do the splits. Let me drop it down a little bit. Looks like about that much, so not too much. Otherwise, the leg's gonna pop off. He does have double jointed knees, and for the most part, they look really good. His foot goes down that much, goes up that much. Of course, he has the ankle rocker, which is usual with Mafex, and he does have a toe hinge. So articulation wise, I am definitely satisfied, and one thing that I really like in comparison to what Mafex used to be, this figure does not feel fragile. Like even some of their new releases feel a little bit fragile, but it just seems like they are using a much better plastic than what they used to use, because it doesn't feel like this figure is going to shatter if it falls off my shelf. Now, one thing I want to cover before accessories, if you guys don't know, his cape does not have wiring. I'm not sure why. Maybe they wanted to go the Mezco route with it. I'm thinking about tearing this piece off and probably buying the first Mafex Batman over. I'm thinking about getting the fake one just to remove the cape and put that one on here. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that, but yeah, as you guys can see, it is a wider cape than they normally use, so I'm definitely cool with that. But the only problem is that once you drape it over his shoulders, you have this huge gap right here, and that does not look cool to me. If I can get it to lay down in some photos, I'll definitely snap a few, but I just don't like that. You have to pretty much, for it to look nice, or unless you're okay with that, for it to look nice or look badass, you have to pretty much keep it tucked back, and as you guys can see, there's still a gap right there. So yeah, be wary of that in case you didn't know. Now, accessory-wise, this is where things get hectic, but I'm cool with that because it means he comes with a lot. First off, he has his default face with the stern look that says, if you don't stop what you're doing right now, I'm going to beat your ass. He comes with a pair of fist hands, which every Batman needs, so definitely glad that's there. He comes with a pair of open palm hands, and as I show these off, they're probably going to be all over the place because there's so many different hands. He comes with several different pairs of gripping hands. He has these set, and I'm not going to show them off together because these things are all over the place. These are the battering hands, of course, because he needs hands to hold those. He comes with these, and this one is a trigger hand. He comes with one of these for both. I want to say this is for either the grapple gun or just the regular gun. He comes with these as well, and I want to say that's all for hands. And like I said, he does come with an extra trigger hand, so a whole lot of hands. And for batarangs, he comes with 3 of these. I'm not going to show them all off, but I do think that this is a different material maybe, or I don't know, whatever. It's a different kind of plastic than the first one. I know for a fact it feels a little bit more matte, and the first one was a little bit more metallic, but it's still cool. They feel a little bit more fragile than the first, but I don't think they're going to break, so I'm cool with that. He does come with a grapple gun, and this one feels a little bit bigger than the first one, if I'm remembering correctly. It might be the same. I'm not sure. Maybe I got used to the SH Figure Arts one, which is like this big. So, yeah, but he does come with the grapple gun, and of course, you can take this piece out here in case you didn't know. He doesn't come with the extra wire for when he's shooting it, so you're not going to get that with this one. He also comes with, if I shift the camera, this gun, the grenade launcher that he used in Batman vs. Superman, and I'm glad they included that. I will say it's a grayish color this time instead of a solid black, and I'm kind of glad that they did that because, hey, this is a new figure, so at least the guns can be a new color, so I'm cool with that. And last but not least, he does come with a grenade, so our smoke grenade, and of course I'm glad that they included this as well. Scope looks nice, but it's just a solid black, so it's nothing special. Anyway, moving on. Now, normally I don't even do this in videos, but y'all thought I forgot about the best accessory he comes with? No way. I had to get him in a pose with this, and it is the alternate head sculpt, as you guys can see, of him with his teeth gritted, with the little 7 o'clock shadow. It's not a 5 o'clock shadow because it's a little too thick, but man, when I saw a Batman with an alternate face with the teeth gritted, I automatically said I had to buy this, and this is partially what sold me the figure. Last but not least, he comes with this weak-ass Mafex stand. Now for some size comparisons, here you're standing next to the Mafex Batman Begins Batman, and of course the Mafex awkwardly proportioned Nightmare Batman from Batman v Superman. And I am so glad that they got out of the color of this face, because I would not want that on this figure. This one looks like a cosplay in Simpson. Now, next up here, he is standing next to the SH Figure Arts Wonder Woman, the SH Figure Arts Harley Quinn, and the SH Figure Arts Deadshot. And the reason I showed him off with these are because I'm going to be posing him with these guys because I didn't get the Mafex versions. So honestly, I do think he fits in scale with them pretty well. I wish Will Smith was a little bit taller, but definitely not as tall as Mafex made him. So I'm going to have to make this one work. And next up here, he is standing next to the Mafex Suicide Squad Jared Leto Joker, which is my favorite Joker. And of course, what would be the perfect Christian Bale Batman if the cape was good? The SH Figure Arts Dark Knight Batman. Now, as biased as it might sound, I don't care what anyone says. If you are a Batman fan, and if you like Justice League, then you need this figure in your collection. If you collect, you honestly need it. It is that good. I swear, I honestly think Mafex listened to us. The only issue I have with this figure is the fact that it doesn't come with a wire cape. But, I mean, that comes up sometimes. First, we complained to SH Figure Arts. We hated the plastic capes they were giving us. Then they gave us a terrible wire cape. But Mafex normally does good with wire capes, so I don't know why they did this. Maybe they were just testing the waters. They wanted to try something new to see if people liked it. I don't know. But either way, I definitely recommend this figure. He is pretty expensive. He goes for about $70. But I think if you hop on Ami, you could probably get him for $73 if he's still that price. I know Superman was that price, and I know they still got Joker and Bane for that price as well, the 2.0s from the Dark Knight. But go and get there fast, because if you pay $70 for this figure, that's probably about as cheap as you're going to get it, because everything on Big Bad Toy Store is right around $90, so that'll save you $20 at least. So yeah, go pick up this guy. This figure is awesome. The fun factor is there. Articulation is there. They widen the proportions of the figure just like people asked. The head sculpt is perfect. It captures Ben Affleck. It comes with an extra face. The accessories are just all there. Look at that belt, man. Oh, look at that belt though. Like, everything on this figure is perfect. I don't care what anyone says. The cape, that would be the only downfall, but a cape is not that hard to fix, especially if you're a collector and you know people in the community. They can hook you up with another cape if you really want a wired cape. It's not that big of a deal. So that being said, I do recommend this figure highly. I don't care what anyone says. I'm giving it a 9.5 out of 10. The 0.5 missing is only because of the cape, and that could just be something for me. Like, some people could love this. So anyway, not going to drag that on. Hope you guys like this review. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That always helps me out. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I want to say this and keep it brief. I'll probably make a video on it later, but if you are someone who really likes my content, please hit that bell icon and choose for my videos to pop up, because I don't know what's been going on with YouTube lately. My videos will say people are watching them, and then they'll say they won't. Like, I'll go from 700 views to, I don't know, like 200. My view count is all over the place right now, and like I said, I'll make that into a separate video. But anyway, hope you guys like this review. Like I said, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, follow me on everything you see listed in the description below, and of course I will talk to you guys later. Peace.